The story I wanted to tell you, I didn't even get to. Um, like, I woke up in the middle of the night once. I knew some outside or something. And I just woke up my ex girlfriend next to me. I'm like, hey, something's outside. Like, and actually, I heard gravel crunching because we live on a dirt road down the middle of kind of about 6 miles out of town, about 30 miles away from any city, on Lake Huron, Michigan. So like, I wake up out of sleep and I just know something's out there. And I hear gravel crunching, and I wake up my girlfriend. I go to the window. I'm looking for. I'm like, "Yep, I knew it." Like I get a little bit of dopamine gratification, ego, fucking. Just sorry for my language, but like there's these things overlayered that I literally got excited that I knew because the owl. I woke up in the woods earlier that year and I knew something was watching our tent, and I was like, "Hey, open the tent, something's watching us." And she opened it, and it was an owl on a stump, like 6, 7 feet away, just staring at us. And I was like, "Yep, shut it." And I just laid back down and went to sleep because I was just so tired. I couldn't even deal with that situation. I was like, "Oh my gosh," and maybe I should have shoot it off. Who knows? Anyways, like this situation, I actually was hyped because I was like at my. So maybe it was because of the setting. Like I was here at my house in a defense territory that I knew. Out there, I'm in the wild. Like I was in like Daniel Boone National Forest. It was so. Anyways, like I'm like, all right, I know this area. Like there's something out there. I woke up, gravel crunch. I wake the girlfriend up, and then I'm looking for someone walking on the road because it was going so slow. It sounded like feet at first, and then I in the moonlight see a serpent on a cross in a reflection lighting up, and I'm trying to make out what's going on, and I realize it's side of an ambulance, Dave, driving by my house, uh, over 30 miles from any hospital, on a dirt road at like 3 in the morning, just lights off, all the lights are off, and it's creeping by at like 1 or 2 miles per hour, like outside my house. That was insane. That had to be one of the creepiest things because I realized like if they want you, they just put you in that thing and they turn on the freaking lights and whatever the GHB or whatever. I'm sure they got that on board. Like, so I'm just like, oh my gosh. So that was actually crazy. So that was one potential. Like, I felt like, and supposedly I was taken away from the hospital at birth and like in Illinois and brought to downtown Chicago. My dad had to follow the ambulance and they didn't even give a reason. I'm just like, how, like, I don't know, like, it's just, I got a scar on my chest from the second hospital. Maybe if you're interested, I'll definitely show you. But an interesting side note, like even ever my first experience on this planet was like getting taken away, brought to a different hospital, and I have a scar marking, like, and my parents are all like, it's like almost like their memories like don't even fully comprehend what happened, so they just like, they're like, yeah, like they just took you and I had to follow the ambulance, your mom was at the other hospital. I was like, what? I was like, that's so freaking weird, dude. So anyways, that ambulance creeping by in the middle of the night, that was weird. And I've had some crazy gray alien dreams when I was a kid, and they like basically had my like mom like over consciously ridden, and she was just like a zombie staring off at him in the field, and it seemed pretty real. And I still see that lack of conscious awareness in her today presently, so that's interesting. Yeah, I just wanted to like throw out a few potential missing 411s, like because that ambulance, dude, you want to know what? It went around the corner and it stopped or something for a moment. I heard a door shut or something, and then we proceeded to hear these insane animal like noises that were like in pure pain, and like what it sounded like was like a rabbit getting killed almost or something, but like way crazier. So that was just the icing on the cake for that. And I'm like, what is actually going on? This is freaking weird. But I'm trying to think of any other UFO experiences I've seen real quick for you. Seen one in Detroit, about with 12 witnesses on top of a roof. We're having a show, like a few different bands playing music at our old loft in Detroit. And it was kind of like the speed was like a parade float going through the city, and everyone thought it was a little like alcohol bag, like a little plastic black bag that people could. Oh man, oh it's still going. All right. So my friends all thought it was like a small bag, and I was like, all right, guys, it's gonna do a distance check and then a size check. It's gonna go behind that building and in front of that building right there. So you can just check like the windows, like, so like if it like, I don't know, I gotta figure out something. So if it's like, that's another building, and here's windows, and it's going, it's not gonna go in front, it's gonna go behind. That building's like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks away. And then when it goes behind, you can see the windows that it covers up. So we got a size like that. And it was about the size of like at least like an SUV, just floating through the city. Blah blah blah, black UFO just going through Detroit at night. No one wants to believe me. So like that was another one. One night, me and my ex, that literally every experience I told you, pretty much she was the ones I mentioned her in. She and oh man, I just broke my insulation. Perfect. So me and her were like sleeping in a hammock, and I woke up one night and seen the star get really bright. We both seen it. It was like pulsating a little bit, and then got really bright and just faded out and disappeared. And then we're like, "Whoa, that was crazy!" And then guess what happened? Another, you know how satellites look? It looked like a satellite coming from across the sky, came all the way to the spot where that star disappeared, and it stopped and held that position until sunrise, like 1 degree off, like 1 microcentimeter off in the sky from where the other one was. It was like just like almost like one bright star length away. Like it didn't go right in the exact spot, it just went right next to it and just stayed there all night. So that was interesting. It was like almost like one star like zapped out or like evolved or something, or like just exploded or something, and like another one came in to like take its place, like a guard. It was like guard duty, I felt like rotating shifts. So that was kind of interesting. That was on Lake Huron as well. Oh, I should tell you two of my friends' UFO stories real quick. Both of them high school buddies. Totally wouldn't make this up. My one friend, this is crazy, he was on a boat. Here, I'm just gonna save this real quick and do another one.